Life has a way of testing us, and my journey to motherhood is a testament of faith, love, and perseverance. Today, as I look at my 4 beautiful children, I remember the long, painful road that led me here. It was not easy, but every tears, prayers, and sleepless nights worth it. I met my husband during my National Youth Service NYSC program. Both of us were posted to the same camp, and for the first time, something about him stood out to me. He was kind, hardworking, and always willing to help others. We became friends quickly. After our NYSC, we never stopped communicating, though we live in a different state. We never let distance to stop our friendship. 3 years later, we got married in the companies of our families and friends. It was the happiest day of my life. I was ready to start a new chapter with the man I love, and I dreamt of building a happy family together with him. Like many new words, we hope to have children soon after our wedding, but months turns into years, and I had 1 miscarriage after another. In total, I lost 6 pregnancies. Each loss was devastating and heartbreaking. Immediately I get pregnant, I will get excited thinking this is the time, this is the one. But then I will lose the baby and my world would come crashing down again. The physical pain was nothing compared with the emotional toll. I cried myself to sleep after many nights, wondering what I have done to deserve such headache. My husband was my rock. He held me, prayed with me, and reminded me that we could get through it together. But as supportive as he was, the pressure from his family makes things harder. My in-laws started losing patience. They believed I was the problem and began suggesting that my husband should marry another woman. Some even came to our house to talk to him about it. They could say things like, "You need another woman who can give you children." It was so painful to hear. Or, "We will look for another woman for you. We go to the village and look for a lady, a beautiful lady for you that will bear you children." They told my husband to my face. "Your wife is a barren woman. She cannot give birth. She's a man." It was so painful. My in-laws call me barren woman. They call me man. Man marrying man. It's so painful. At this point, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. One day, my mother-in-law came to visit. She did not miss word. She told me I was wasting a son's time and that if I truly love him, I should step aside so that he could marry someone else, or she will bring someone else for him. Her words cut deep into my heart, but I refused to let them break me. I knew my husband loved me, and I trusted that God has a plan for us. After my 6th miscarriage, I felt hopeless. I did not know what if I could keep trying, or I should allow my husband to take another wife. But I can't bear it. I can't bear it seeing him with another woman. I won't be able to take it. But my husband kept encouraging me to see a specialist. We went to one of the best fertility clinics in the country, and after several tests, we finally get some answers. The doctor explained the possible causes of my miscarriage and recommended a treatment plan. After seeing the doctor and running several tests, the following reasons were given to me for my several miscarriages. 1. Low progesterone level. that my body was not producing enough progesterone, a hormone that helps the baby grow and stay in my womb. 2. Uterine problem. The shape of my womb has a small abnormality that makes it hard for the baby to attach and grow. 3. Blood clotting disorder. That my blood has a tendency to form clots, which affected the blood flow to the baby, causing miscarriage. 4. Stress and exhaustion. The doctors explained that my emotional stress. 4. Stress and exhaustion. The doctor explained that I am emotionally stressed and I lack rest. The doctor created a step-by-step plan to help me carry my baby to term. 1. Hormonal treatment. I was given a progesterone supplement, pills and injections to support my pregnancy. Other hormones were also monitored to make sure my body was ready for pregnancy. 2. Surgery. A small surgery was done to fix the abnormal shape in my womb so that the baby could grow properly. 3. Medication for blood clots. The doctor gave me blood thickening medicine like low-dose aspirin and injection to prevent clots and improve blood flow to the baby. 4. Lifestyle change. I was advised to eat healthy, rest more, and avoid stress. I was advised to reduce caffeine intakes and avoid harmful habits. Close monitoring. During my pregnancy, I will visit the doctors regularly for checkup and ultrasound to make sure the baby was growing well. Emotional support. 6. My husband and I attended counseling sections to help me manage stress and build up my confidence. The journey was not easy. I had to take medications, change my diet, and attend regular checkups. I also pray like never before. I fasted, went to church, and asked God for a special miracle. A year after starting treatment, I got pregnant again. This time, I was cautious. I did not tell anyone except my husband. I followed all the doctor's advice and prayed every single day. In my 9th month, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The moment I had him, I burst into tears. All the pains, tears, heartbreaks, and sleepless nights were worth it. I went on my knees and thanked God for the special gift that He has given me after so many years. I named him Ifeoluwa, meaning God's love, because I knew it was God's love and grace that brought him into my life. But God was not done with me yet. Over the next few years, I had 3 more children, 2 girls and another boy. Each one was a blessing, a reminder of God's faithfulness. Looking back, I am grateful for everything I went through. My challenges taught me patience, faith, and resilience. They also showed me the depth of my husband's love. Despite the pressure from his family, he stood by me and never made me feel less than enough. After some years, as my story spread, I became a source of hope for many. I was always invited to speak at gatherings, churches, and conferences where men and women struggling with childlessness were looking for love and encouragement. Every time I stood before them, I spoke with passion, wisdom, strength, and love. My message to women called Barren: I have been in your position before, broken, ashamed, and tired of the insults. People call me Barren, but today they call me mother. Do you know what's changed? Not just my situation, but my mindset. I refuse to accept that I was barren because only God has the final say. Your delay is not deniant. A woman is not barren just because her child has not come yet. You are still a mother in waiting. Seek medical help if necessary, but most importantly, trust in God's perfect timing. My words to men facing the same challenges. Many people assume it is only women suffering from childlessness. But I knew better. I have met men who felt ashamed because of their families were pressurizing them to marry another wife. So, I am speaking to you now. So, I spoke directly to them. My brothers, society may tell you that a man without children is incomplete. That is all a lie. A real man is not defined by how many children he has, but how he stands by his wife during the waiting period. Do not let pressure from families and friends push you into making decisions that you will regret for the rest of your life. Many times, the issue is not just from the woman alone. Go for medical checkups together and seek solution as a couple. Stand by your wife if you love her. Don't let societal judgment break your marriage. The men in the audience nodded in agreement, realizing they were not alone in these struggles. These are my encouragement words to couples to stay together and stay strong. One of my strongest messages is about unity in marriage. A marriage built on love will survive any storm. My husband stood by me when the world called me barren, and today we are living testimonies. If you and your spouse stand together, nothing can break you. My advice to families and in-laws would pressurize their wives for not having children and calling them barren. To every mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, or neighbors or brother-in-laws who pressurize women, their wife, because she has no children yet, stop it. You cannot create a child, and you are not the one that created her. You don't know her destiny. Only God gives child. I looked at them one by one and continue. Before you call a woman barren, ask yourself, what if she's just in a waiting section? Just like in my own case, when the waiting section is over, I had 4 within 4 years. Can you see? Before you tell your son to take another wife, remember that God's time is different from anyone's. Instead of mocking her, pray for her. Instead of pushing her away, encourage her and stay with her. God does not like those who mock others. The woman you laugh at today may be the one who will carry the greatest children for you tomorrow. These are my words to men thinking of taking another wife. So I turned to the men in the crowd. I looked at them one after the other. My brothers, my daddies, let me ask you, what happens if you take another wife and still don't have any child? Will you keep marrying more women until you find one who can conceive and give you a child? What if the problem is from you and not from your wife? Will you blame every woman you marry? They all stare at me, looking directly to my eyes. True love is tested in difficult times. If you love your wife, stand by her. My advice to women who are feeling helpless and hopeless, still waiting for child. You are not barren, but mother in waiting. I know how it feels when people mock you. I have been there before. I have experienced it. But now, I'm a mother. I know how it feels when people mock you, when they whisper behind your back, when they invite every other woman to their baby shower, but they leave you out. I know the pain of crying alone at night, wondering if your time will soon come or not. I placed my hand on my chest and said, my sisters, I am here to tell you, God sees your pain. God knows what you are feeling, and He knows when He's going to answer you. And just as He changed my story, He will change yours too. Keep hope alive and continue to trust in God. He is the giver of children. I looked at them and gave them some challenge. Stop feeling ashamed. You did not create yourself, and you are not to be blamed. Stop comparing yourself to others. Every woman has his own different journey in this life. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Stop letting society define your worth. You are valuable. You are precious. With or without a child, you are good to go. Seek medical help if necessary, but never lose your faith. Continue to trust in God. One day, I say one day, you will surely hold your child or children in your hands, and you will surely remember this moment. As I left the stage, I smiled. I knew that someone somewhere in that crowd, another woman has found the courage to keep going. Another man has just made the decision to stand by his wife. And another family has just learned to be more compassionate. I have fulfilled my purpose, and I will continue until when every woman called Barren knew the truth, and every man called Barren knows that it's only God. It is only God that gives child, and that no one is barren before God. So here we come to the end of today's story. Kindly subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, like, comment, and share these videos. Share it to your families and friends. See you in my next video. Ciao, ciao. Thank you.